This is a new song that I'm working on, a new concept, and I named it Mud and Gold. This beat was created by one of my big partners. He's in Massachusetts right now, but he's from Kansas City. Chaotic Beats. He created this for me. Good friend of mine, man. He told me how he liked the fact that lyrics and my content have a message in it that's deeper than just the surface. You know what I mean? And just my lifestyle, just what I went through. Growing up, I was raised in the mud. I'm from Arkansas. I'm from Little Rock, born in Little Rock, raised in the Delta. And that's what we call the Muddy South, by the Mississippi River. You know what I mean? And coming from where I'm from, things was hard, man. You know what I mean? Like, I consider myself the last generation of actually working in the cotton fields because I worked in the cotton fields. That's how I got my school clothes. Jumping on the back of the bus with the old lady and mom working, with a few of the homies. That's how we got our school clothes and kept ourselves up and helped my mom pay bills when things was hard. You know what I mean? So I'm from that era, man, where I literally, I seen crosses burning. I seen, stuff happen to blacks where, people just didn't talk about it or just left it alone because you didn't want them to come and burn your house down or do nothing to you. You know what I mean? So I just survived that era, man, where I just have seen it on both sides of the fence. I've traveled, you know, I've been from South Carolina to Washington, and I got a chance just to see different people, man, and everybody ain't the same. But as a black welder, I feel like I had to embrace the criticism and the hate from others who feel like I shouldn't be doing what I'm doing. And especially once I started doing it independently, when I was like, hey, I'm gonna be independent with this. I'm gonna take this stuff to a whole nother level. People didn't want to hear that because they used to going by the things a traditional way, and I'm not traditional. You know what I mean? Like I'm completely opposite from that. You know what I mean? Because my pain is what made me. Me surviving 10 years incarcerated from 16 to 26. I was sent to prison as a juvenile when actually those charges should have been. I should have went to a juvenile home. But that's when Bill Clinton got in the office and they changed that law for blacks. Pretty much incarcerated everybody. That if you caught a charge, you don't really know what it was. They was throwing you behind the bus, man. You know what I mean? But I'm thankful for that time I did because it literally made me. That time made me. That time is what allowed my mom to come to visitation and say, son, you should think about being a welder. My mom brought that to me. She said, hey, I've been watching TV. These welders make a lot of money. I know you from the streets. I know you used to street money. I know you're not going to just work no regular job. It ain't going to happen. So, hey, you should do this. You can be a boss with this. You can get good money with this. You can teach others with this. You know, and here I am today. You know what I mean? 20 years or so later. You know what I mean? And still doing what I'm doing, building myself because I heard a guy told me if it took you 10 years to get into it, then it's going to take you 10 years to get out of it. So I think the survival of us going through what we're going through as black men in America, man, once you wake up and you see the truth, don't get bitter. It's okay to be angry. It's okay to be angry and sit night. It's okay to be angry and knock the tables over and say, hey, man, this ain't going on no more. But it's different than to take another life or to say, oh, I'm gonna do you like you do me. You know what I mean? Because we're not gonna get anywhere like that. So when people ask me, man, what what's your story? Like the essence of it, man. Survival, a black man that was created out the mud, you know what I mean? Like we as people, we are created from the dust of the earth, you know what I mean? And us as being black males, we have always had things hard, man. It's just what it is, you know, since we entered this country. But I feel like turning mud into gold is surviving whatever you went through and allowing that mud to harden up and to be able to shine from the sun and the hard work and the sweat that you put in. See, in the South where I'm come from, we wear gold teeth not because it's a fad. Oh man, I just got a grill. Nah, that's our heritage. Because when our people was released from slavery, we weren't allowed to take care of our mouths. We weren't allowed to keep finances. So we hid our finances in our mouths and we took care of ourselves and we was proud to actually smile because our teeth weren't looking all bad, because they wouldn't let us take care of ourselves. And then once we tried to put money in the bank system, do your homework, they took the money. Like we couldn't trust the system. We tried to, but they just told us something. Oh, we just take all their money, just tell them something. It is what it is. So when you see me with gold teeth in my mouth, I'm representing the slaves that's from the southern states, from Arkansas, Mississippi, Louisiana. Who actually was out there, Alabama. You know what I mean? That was out there like in it, Tennessee. You know what I mean? Like I represent um, those slaves who survived, man. And that's why I still got my gold teeth. That's why I never switched it up because I know what it truly means. It's not about the fashion. I shine proudly, because I survived something. But in order for me to get these goals, I had to survive something. I had to survive slavery. I had to survive prison. I had to survive something. And so it's not like, oh, I get this because I'm shining now. No, I survived this. And I got 8 of them because 8 stands something for me. 8 means new beginnings. It's a new beginning for me. So every time I look in the mirror and I see my 8 gold, it reminds me that I survived and this is new for me. And this is something that I can pass on because when I pass, I don't want my kids to bury me with this gold. Take this stuff out, use it for what it is. It's an investment, you know. So the way I think about it is we have to pave the way as black men for our families, and we're gonna go through different things. Everybody gonna go through something different. But the goal is to use what we're going through to take us to that next level. You know what I mean? Like take us to that next level in life, and that's how we turn ourselves into gold. You know what I mean? Because mud tend to allow other people to step on it, and once you step on mud, you know what mud do. It tracks up the floor, it tracks everywhere where you go. Mud is going. So they have stepped on us, and we're all over America. Our people, mud. We everywhere. A lot of people who say what they want to say, but their roots of from Mississippi, Arkansas, Louisiana, you know what I mean, Alabama, those places that really Carolinas, the places that really started the movement of slavery, what it really was housed at. We're survivors, man. I'm just a Southern survivor, and with my approach with my HogOn welding school and the independence of welding and how I want to turn a trade into business, it's just for me surviving the mud and turning it into gold. And I want to do the same thing for any black man actually trying to do something. But you're going to have to do something because ain't nothing for free and ain't nothing without hard work. So you're going to have to put in some sweat. You're going to have to put in some blood too. But once you survive and you overcome, you're going to shine like gold because that's in us. You know, I realized like a while ago I was doing some studying just on the black people and on our blood and just how life has treated us and how we are set up physically and how our physical being is a lot stronger than a lot of other races. And I get it now, like it hit me. You know what color iron is? It's black. Did you know that everybody got enough iron in their blood to make a nail? And I think iron is also called carbon. And I think that us as black people, we have a lot of carbon in our skin. I don't believe that melon stuff, all you get. To me, it's carbon. We have carbon in our skin. And not only is the carbon in our skin, but it's in our bones. It makes our bones stronger so we can endure pain. You see them people that was whipped where they talked about it. Oh man, this black guy, these blacks can really endure some pain. Look how we beat him. He ain't even died. He's still out there working. Look at his back. We can endure. It's facts. Iron sharpens iron. We will sharpen one another. We will sharpen one another, man. We have a lot of iron in our blood. That's what makes us stronger and more dominant and more complacent. Want to make others want to destroy us. Or I ain't gonna say complacent, but to make others want to see our demise because of the iron. And our hearts are big. We trustful people for some reason. We got good hearts. God don't make no mistakes. So me personally, as a black welder, my story is surviving prison, surviving the odds, and using everything that I went through to make me to who I am now, and to be in Oklahoma City right now. I moved here for my son. I packed up everything, got everything together, and moved here because of my son and my daughter too. You know, my kids, but my son especially because I'm able to be in this life, and I couldn't risk making money, just making money in Phoenix and sending money down. But my son didn't have the time he need or around me like he need, like to actually be molded by me. So I packed up and I came here to relocate. So I'm starting completely over because I got to think about him. And to me, I think that's what black leaders, black guys do. You know, we're gonna make the sacrifice for our people, our children, our families, and actions speak louder than words. You know, I could have stayed in Phoenix. Like I said, things was actually starting to pick up for me, but I had to uproot and come here and start all over again. But the only good thing from Phoenix, I took my survival with me. I got my experiences with me. I got what I faced and what I went through with me. So this is just a new place. I just got to network and rub some shoulders and network with people, but I know the door is gonna open because I know that I am mud that turned into gold. Black Phoenix.